Hey guys, sorry it's been so long since I've done another video. The usual reasons really, just a combination of slack and too busy with other stuff, but I put out a song a couple of days ago called My House, and I've had plenty of people ask how I did the bass line and if I can do a video showing that. And of course, more than happy to show you how I made it. I'm also going to be giving out the sound as this audio file here, and that's just... It's a full octave range, and the reason I've given this out instead of the preset is because I made it in Reaktor and maybe in Razor, and maybe not as many people have that as they do, say, Massive, and also because I did so much processing and all these other things here that if you don't have those plugins, you can't recreate the sound. So you can just either you can load this sample up in your sampler like that, or you can actually just chop out each bar. So, you know, that would be C and then D, well, sorry, C sharp. Okay, chop them out, and there should be 12 of them. And you can just then load them up on their own key, and voila, you will have a playable version of exactly the same sound as my bass. So I'll be giving that out, that's for free. So you can even just skip all this shit right now and just get that if you like. But I will show you the sound. So that's the sound, and like I say, I made it in Razor. I started off as in a preset, and this is what the preset sounds like. So it came out nothing like that initial preset. Yeah, it was called the Velvet Wobbler. That was the preset. But I will, yeah, I'll just show you that's how it started. And then I'll show you how what I did to change it up. Well, obviously I've gone in there and I've twisted some of the knobs, so it's a different sound completely to the Velvet Wobbler. So, well, I guess I could show you what it sounds like before my processing. So if I just turn all these off, and all these sends. That's how it sounded. Afterwards, it sounded... So pretty much just, you know, sounded gnarlier. So I build it up as I go, actually. I'll build it up. These two here are just literally for automation filtering, so they're not really doing anything. Okay, so that's how I started. And then I've added this free little compressor from Zephyr Records, Steve Duda, his little plug. And those are the settings there. Just, like I say, just pause the video, and this should all be in HD so you can see where everything is positioned. So, once I add this on, I find this one just gives like a really nice sort of like bite to the sound, sort of like mid to high frequencies. And I think this is the only time I've used this. I must have just got it, yeah, when I made this track. So it's just like a compressor again. Is this Native Instruments compressor? So it's got some saturation and some fat character on it. It's not 100% wet, sort of backed off. And yeah, that's what that one's doing. And you can see here, this is just rolling out everything below 100. I'll show you why. Well, that's obviously for the lower synths to fill in that gap. And then I've added this reverb here. So this just adds like a ton of character, really. I didn't use a preset, it's just literally, it was just on the reverb mode, large room. So zoom in and just copy all those settings there if you want. Yeah, but pretty much it's got 18% on the mix, a little bit of pre-delay, just to let the actual initial sound go through, and then the reverb comes in afterwards. Pretty short decay, and just limited depth there. And then this is just for side chaining. And then this one, I had this on there, although it shows that it's compressing really hard on the low end. That low end is only up to 117 Hertz, and you can obviously remember before that I'd cut everything off at 100. So the low end isn't really doing that much. There's not a whole lot of difference, even though it's, you know, showing on the diagram here that it's compressing a lot. It's mainly because I wanted to really push the low mid range. This guy here, you can see this is the one that's really doing all the work here. I boosted it 4 dB, but I was also compressing it really hard. Just, I don't know. I mean, it's not theoretically the right thing to do because, I mean, you know, the volume level itself, there's no dynamic in the actual sound. But I just wanted this particular section to sort of poke out. I mean, I probably could have done the exact same thing with an EQ, but I was just using this plugin. So, so that's what that one's doing. And then this one here, I did this towards the mixing stage. I didn't really do it when I was making the track. I've just kind of really beefed it up again. Just like straight up limiting it really. And then again the L2. So those two are really just there just to kind of smash it hard really. And then I've got this one here, the Send. And it is going to this free dimension expander, again from Steve Duda. It's hardly doing anything. That compressor is just there to sidechain any of the tails that this dimension expander may give to the sound. This is hardly doing anything. Again, it's just setting it to one of my default small sort of ambience things here with the Valhalla Room reverb. This one here. It does a wee bit. It's setting it off to another send where I've rolled off the low end. This is just adding a bit of sort of high-end excitement. It's an exciter. And this one's a saturator. I use this one a lot, basic saturator. Just, I reckon it just really helps with the sort of the mid to the top end of any sound. And then the vintage warmer. Again, just to really toughen it up. See this, I don't usually process bass lines or any synths really this much, but this is, I went to town on this one. And again, bus 8 is, oh, this is just a preset that I just really liked. Yeah, again, it's just another one of my sort of default reverb sends that I just gave a little bit to. But I mean, all of these here, let's have a look how much difference it makes. There's not much difference, a bit of extra reverb and maybe a little bit fatter because of this this bus here with a bit more high end. But truly that's pretty much the whole sound. This is playing underneath it. And that was just like a sine wave that's just playing in the offbeat. And then actually it comes along and builds up with in like at like a minute 15 or no, a minute 30. It sort of has like a second drop, and I've added some other layers. That one. That one. Again, those ones with the main bass line that I just showed you how to make, plus this one. that video is not too long. Again, I hope if you just wanted the actual sound, you can just download that sample and you can load it up in your own sampler and you'll have the exact same bass as I did. And pretty much that was just showing you all the probably over-the-top processing that I did to get that sound. So a bit of a nothing video, but people asked for it, so it was at least something I could do pretty easily. And yeah, anyway, thanks to anyone that has supported the track or plays it out or anything. So I'll try. I always say this, but I'll try and come back and do another video. I don't know, there's so many guys out there doing tutorials these days that I feel like they've all been done before now. Anyway, I hope that was educational somewhat, and we'll be back again. Cheers, guys.